Let's go to the main. Ready?
I
Three,
think so.
2, 1. Hello, everybody!
Hi, guys.
You could be watching the debate, and if you are watching the debate, that's okay. You can turn down the volume because I'll just do this a lot. And but if you came to watch us instead because your mind's already made up about who you're voting for, then that's fine. Then we're here to hang out and do some fun stuff.
Yeah, I have a friend who I saw, a friend from high school who today on Facebook I saw they posted like, cool, so here's my picture of me at the voting. I have voted. I even brought my 18-year-old son to vote for the very first time. Also, I would have paid $100 to stop getting any, hey, please vote emails or texts or junk mail or whatever. And I was like, well, that would be a way to fund an election. I would do that too.
I will tell you that today I got texted by Vote Triplicate or something like that. It was basically somebody texted me like, hey, I see you voted in Michigan. Why not text 3 of your friends who follow X politician and get them to vote too?
But you didn't vote in Michigan.
I was like, excuse me, number one, where did you get my information? How do you know I voted in Michigan, you son of a bitch? And then I sent angry pictures of myself going like, how did you find out about anything? And also I've lived in Michigan 15 years. Go burn in hell. I did. I said, go burn in hell.
All right. Well,
a lot of great people have told me
unfriendly.
that. Yeah, it was very unfriendly. But I don't like I don't like people texting me based on the voter rolls. I don't like it. I don't like it one
Well,
bit.
Brian Thomas Schmidt, we don't currently look like dinosaur buttholes, but
I've got visuals for you, Boobala. I've got some things for you to look at.
Matter cannot be created or destroyed. So there is part of my atomic structure that might have been part of it.
You know what?
Dinosaur butthole.
That is the most beautiful thing you've ever said. Since all the years that I've known you, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I believe it was Carl Sagan who said it, that star stuff is in all of us. And therefore, there were literally billions and billions of dinosaur buttholes. There's a little dinosaur butthole in all of us, which is better than all of us being in a little dinosaur butthole.
That would be crowded. It would definitely be crowded. This is going to be a rough SIGLERinPLACE for me. I'm a little prim for this conversation, but we're going to do our best.
Burnt Dad or Brent Dad, I don't know how to pronounce it. Speaking, Ruth points out, puppy. Joshua, what's up? Sherry points out, ladies and gentlemen, we've got, oh my God, what a show for you guys today.
Oh my goodness.
The amount of, because we are halfway through the Gangster audiobook recording, the amount of content that I have professionally prepared for you in the last 30 minutes after we got done recording is quite staggering. Let's go over it real quick. We have, first of all, it is time. Siglocktail.
Siglocktails.
Let's raise it. Cheers. Oops. Jesus Christ.
We're drinking Palomas again because it's Thursday. Next week, we are going to make a drink called the Tequila Oasis, and you are welcome to look that up on your own if you'd like. It is our last tequila drink. In case you're going grocery shopping this weekend.
Yes.
We're moving into whiskeys. Whiskeys could be rye. Whiskeys could be scotch. Probably not so much scotch. Whiskey, rye, bourbon. Those are the drinks we're going to do for a while, which is great because the weather's getting colder, so that'll be fun.
Yes, Noisy, we're going to have some delightful science communication today. I've got quite a treat prepared for all of you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. 3rd grade Scott meets adult Scott and gets to talk about some amazing, actual, real science. You guys, it is National Make a Dog's Day. You may have seen the cover image of a dog COVID head, which will wind up being a horror story at some point. But it is National Make a Dog's Day. We have these 2 dogs.
My dog's butt is in the dog butt is in the camera.
Yay! And
you do this?
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's National Make a Dog's Day today. So we've got all the treettes.
Oh, I bet you can bring her into camera by that.
Wait, here we go. Reese. Oh, can we see her here?
There again, a little bit. It is National Make Your Dog's Day today. So we are absolutely doing that. We are going to show you a handful of very fun things. We've got actually, first let's do, while you're giving them treats, let's say that we did a Story Smack this past Saturday about the French Connection.
Yes.
We've got a lot of nice feedback for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of people, we talked a little bit about how different access to movies was. You could read in the newspaper or see it on the TV, see Siskel and Ebert on the TV, but there really wasn't a lot of places that you could discuss it with strangers.
Right.
And that resonated with a lot of folks. So
good.
That's actually
Yeah.
true of quite a lot of old movies.
Bit of a throwback. Yeah.
Yeah, and so like you and I remember we watched Citizen Kane a billion years ago, and
it's so bad. I mean,
and
great movie, but compared to modern day standards, you're like, holy crap.
you absolutely and that one doesn't have any sort of really obvious social justice flaws. It's just not the way we make movies anymore, which we can't hold it against them because they didn't have the same access.
Oh, I hope Facebook Clips works, because if I make some clips out of these puppies throwing down. But wait a minute, A. What's that you say? What's the next story, Smack?
So the next Story Smack is going to be live right where you're watching this on Halloween at 2 p.m. Pacific time, and we're going to watch
The Shining with our first ever guest on the show.
So exciting.
We did Nicholas Sansbury Smith, who's a great writer, writes a series called Hell Divers, which you guys should check out. I love it a lot. But he was recorded video.
Yes.
This is going to be our first guest ever. It's going to be the amazing Rob Otto, who is a friend of mine from high school. He's been a lifelong friend.
He's a good friend of my brother's.
Yeah, you and Jude and Rob go way back.
Yeah, way back.
He also is a ridiculous. There's two things that Rob knows about: football and movies. So he knows an enormous amount about movies. He's one of those people who watches all of the Oscar-nominated films.
I know, I love that.
Best actor, best actress, best supporting actor. He watches like 30 films in the crunch time. It's pretty impressive.
And he does it on. If I understand it correctly from watching his Facebook page, he actually sees movies he's seen before throughout the year, so he can watch them as an Oscar contender. Doesn't always, but he catches whatever he can. I'm actually going to pitch a virtual watch party to do that.
Okay, cool. Jude says that Rob and he went to different high schools together.
That's my brother.
But this, of course, now opinions vary on how well Stephen King's work has aged as he has become a more mature person and gotten a larger worldview, etc. But when you go back to some of the old school shit, like, Cujo, The Shining, Carrie, those books are super tight, incredibly well written, incredibly good characterization. The Shining is one of the books that has influenced my career extensively. I'll tell you this real quick, then we'll continue. The scene where Jack Torrance meets the caretaker of the Overlook, who's about to go on the vacay, and the guy, he meets the caretaker, whose name I can't remember, which is not good for my story. Yeah. But I discovered that Stephen King has a technique to make characters memorable, which is you introduce their full name, then in the next 3 pages, you alternate first name, last name. Go through and read his stuff. First name, last name, whole name, last name, first name, whole name, first name, last name, whole name. And he kind of throws this at you in this cadence with this pattern that makes you remember characters' names. And then there's one vocal tick. So he talks about one thing they do with their voice that's weird or off. It's an accent, it's a lisp, it's something. And they have one physical mannerism. Yeah. And the caretaker for the Overlook he goes through this sentence saying, like, he pulls a handkerchief out of his back pocket, blows his nose in it, looks at it, tucks it. To which Stephen King then, I think he shortens it to next time, like, pull, honk, look, tuck. And he uses that quick cadence over and over again. So it's one vocal tick, it's one physical mannerism, and it's repeat the names. And The Shining taught me so much how to lock in a secondary character. But we're going to talk about Grady. See, Sean knows what's up. Sean knows what's up.
I need to say 3 things.
Shoot.
1, Robin Hudson said that she and Jude were probably in the Navy at the same time, which I also appreciate. Dan Lundy mentions, he's like, I'm not such a big fan of Stephen King. And I'll tell you this, I read every King book I could get my hands on, every single one, all through high school. And then probably also beginning of college and stuff. And then I went to school. I took some, the literature 101 and English 101 class or whatever you take or whatever. And then I had to read all these other books. I had to read Jude the Obscure, which I was mad about because my brother's name is Jude. As you know, he's in the chat room. And I actually dug that book. I had to read it twice to understand it, but I dug it. And now, if I go back, I can't read Stephen King because it's too predictable. So I feel like it depends on maybe when you read it. And there are also just I hate to say this. I know you hate for me to dog other writers, but there are some. He's so prolific. There are some that are just throwaway books. Rose Madder is terrible. Never read that book.
We'll talk about it more when we watch The Shining, because of course people mostly are watching this because they like my fiction. Mostly.
Yeah, exactly.
Mostly, but. He's a huge influence on me. He always has been a huge influence. But yes, the Stephen King, George R. R. Martin, various movie directors effect. Who did Pulp Fiction? God damn it. Tarantino effect. Once people achieve a certain level of accomplishment that equates with genius, the George Lucas effect, it goes in there too. Is the people around them stop pushing back to say, Stephen, Bubula, I love this chapter. It really needs to be about half as long, and cut out 3 of the characters because it just drags on. Who the fuck is going to say that to Stephen King? Well, no one.
But this is the thing. I think I think that the right people, like the people like Harrison Ford or especially Al Pacino and Martin Scorsese is one of them. They are perfectly willing to be challenged to do better and challenged to do different, and I think that means that as they grow in their craft, they also keep their edge, and I like that a little bit better. But Maria D'Souza points out a very good point that we are talking about Stephen King, and he's watching.
Yes, that's true.
In case you guys don't know, Maria D'Souza's partner's name is Stephen King, and is of course watching. Stephen
King hates reading Stephen King.
I will say the third thing I was going to say is Shannon joined the chat room.
Yes, and Jen's here too. Yes,
and said, "Hey, funky junkies," which I've never heard before.
Ooh, I like
and
that.
I kind of love. Yeah. That funky
junkie spanking a monkey. Is that what she said? Funky junkie spanked a monkey?
She did not.
Oh, well, all right. I don't know what that's.
She will now every time, though, probably.
That's not a Freudian slip, I swear to God.
There's Stephen King.
All right.
He's much cuter than the author. I agree with you.
Now we are on to, don't forget, headline of the week coming up. You want to stick around for this. It's very holy, is what we will say. Celebrations, baby. Go for it.
We have a couple. One is really special to me because I have never met Kim Hansen in person, but she's out there in the chat room tonight, and she sent a terrific email, which is exactly the sort of thing we want to celebrate on Celebrations. I am going to ad-lib a tiny bit, Kim, just because, I was not part of your experience, but please add anything that I miss or mess up. About 3 years ago, Kim was taking care of her mother at the end of her mom's life. She had been diagnosed with breast cancer, and she was helping her mom go through that. And she was diagnosed with her own tumor in her head, I believe. And her doctors wanted to send her to San Francisco for all the best care, all the best doctors, all the best facilities, but she wouldn't leave her mom. And as it happens, she had the opportunity to have that surgery, which was apparently successful because she's here with us 3 years from then. About 10 days after her mom passed, and she took it. And so every October she celebrates both lives. She misses her mom, but she's happy to be alive. And I absolutely adore that. And I've gotten to be quite fond of you, Kim, and I'm so happy that you shared that with us, because that's exactly the sort of celebration of life that we're going to have to do amongst us together for the next year or so, probably. So cheers to you, our celebration.
Cheers for whatever you do.
Yes.
We will get on to your second celebration in a moment, but first, a tip of the hat to Simorg. A tip of the hat. Talked about funky junkie?
Mm-hmm.
Funky junkie, spank your monkey, and then you said that's not what she said. Simorg says, that's how you fill the jizz moat. Plus 15 experience points for you. Fantastic work. Okay, baby, go back to it.
So, in this craziest of times, this celebration is truly a celebration, but it's also quite a sad one.
A
couple of days ago, yesterday, we found out that the day before yesterday, quite a hero of mine, his name is James Randi. He was known as the Amazing Randi. He was a magician, but he was also a critical thinker who spent an enormous amount of time protecting honest people from less than honest charlatans. He was a MacArthur Genius Grant Award recipient, a true champion of science and critical thinking. And I miss him already. I know a lot of friends miss him. A lot of the people who I personally know and are very important in my life miss him as well. This photo was taken by Bruce Press, our Bruce Press, who's in the chat room.
That one is?
That one is. It's an enormously lovely photo, and it's one of many that Bruce has taken of Randy.
Keep talking. I've goofed up the photos. I'm trying to fix it right
That's
now.
okay. That's okay. So Randy, I will say that in 2008,
There
I
we
worked. That's also one of my favorite photos of Randy. He was an enormously powerful, helpful person in my life, getting me to think critically and know why that's important. And he also gifted me with so many true, wonderful friends. And I'm sad that he's gone. He's 92 years old. He lived a great big life. I got to go to the Galapagos Islands with him in 2008. I worked for him when Phil Plait was the president of the James Randi Educational Foundation. I worked for them for a little less than a year. And I think it's a great loss, especially in this quite unscientific era. I think it's a great loss to lose such a critical thinking mind. So
There
we're
we
going to...
go.
That is absolutely my favorite picture of James Randi. James Randi was an escape artist. Those are all handcuffs on his wrists. And that is obviously a promotional photo, but I was told by Randy himself that he got out of every one of those without the keys. I don't know if that's true, actually.
This is quite lovely.
And that is also a photo that Bruce Press took. Bruce Press is so talented, but look at that gorgeous photo. And I'll miss him. We're going to talk on Tuesday more in depth about Randy. So if any of you in the chat room, and I really hope you do this, any of you in the chat room have a story about James Randi or especially a photo of or with James Randi, would you please send them to info@emptyset? And we're going to do a little bit of a retrospective
on Tuesday. Hey, I would like to point out that I am now going to write fiction on the fly.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Okay. Here we go. Writing fiction on the fly. First of all.
Oh. Uh-oh, he's sneaking.
Hi, I'm going to the beach and I got a bikini and I'm gonna go swimming 'cause water's awesome. I've had a bunch of Quaaludes and a fifth of Mezcal and now here I go, I'm gonna go swimming, but God! That's the best thing I ever wrote there just now. That was fantastic.
Daniel Baker, PhD. I don't disagree with you.
Oh, Daniel Baker, PhD. I thought he'd be watching the debate.
What's
up with the debate? Oh, what?
Is an absolute genius with his photographs.
He's very
and part of it is that I've never seen him unwilling to try a thing, right? So he gets down on the carpet, he gets up on a chair or a table, he gets up on a ladder.
I deleted my Bruce Press scene. I was so mad. I was trying to free up space and I shouldn't have done it. I knew I shouldn't have done it, but I did it. All right. Now, hold on. You guys, we got a special pup date for you today.
We do want to say the opening GIF where you saw the coronavirus dog head, The Honest Liar, that is a documentary on PBS about James Randi. I actually helped get access for a handful of interviews for that, so I'm in the credits if that matters, which it does
fantastic.
not.
So you're saying you've been in the movies, huh?
I am not.
Yeah.
I am not. But what I will say is this: it's called An Honest Liar because that was one of the things that James Randi said frequently. He said, "I am an honest liar. I tell you I'm going to lie to you, and then I do." No, sorry. I tell you I'm going to deceive you, and then I do.
On the other hand, what I do is tell you that I'm going to tell you the absolute truth about the human condition and life, and I lie. And then after I'm lying, I say, no, that was true. I lie for a living, and you pay me for it. It's great.
So that's true. You're an honest liar because you tell lies that everybody wants to read.
Yes.
But he absolutely, if he tells you he's going to tell you all the answers to the human condition, he's not going to do that.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold
dum
on.
dum.
First of all, I
need
need the Oracle of Delphi to reach out to me and give me some information. There it is. No! My sister died in the original movie. Now this is a sequel. Don't mind me. I'm not as dumb as my sister was in the sequel. I'm going to get high and drunk and go to the beach.
A reminder, it's National Make Your Dogs Day.
That looks amazing. That looks amazing.
It might also be National Make Your Husband's Day.
I hope you guys enjoyed that because I thought that was friggin' awesome. Brent Dad, he says, this SIGLERinPLACE is a great idea, very surreal to be able to say hi and interact. Welcome. We're happy to have you. This says
14 years. Congratulations. Thanks for saying hello.
Burnt is either burnt dad because
Or
he once rescued 7 orphans from a fire, or it's Brent dad. Brent dad, welcome. We're glad you've been 14 years. Come on, dog. There's a lot of your people in here. 14 years.
Also, I see
watching
you're out
this
on
mug.
Twitch, so
Yeah.
I can't put a comment in Twitch because I'm on Facebook on my computer. But please send us an email at info@emptyset. Actually, copy and paste that, but also tell us
All
if
right.
you're burnt out or brent out or whatever. We'd love to know because if you're here now, there's tons of friends waiting to meet you.
Tons of friends. And also Dinosaur Buttholes coming up very, very shortly.
I mean, also that.
AK, you have a printer update, I believe. Do you not?
Oh, yes. Yes. So here we go. I have several updates. I'm going to call them gangster updates from now on. So I found a new printer. As you guys know, I signed a contract. That's done. I filled out all the credit applications, all that stuff that you got to do no matter what. So we did all that. We are working to get us on the calendar. It's almost certain that we're going to be on the calendar sometime in January. I'm pushing really hard for early January. They are having a little bit of coronavirus management that they're having to do because their state is changing phases and whatever, but they're managing that and they know it's coming. So I believe that we'll be on the printing presses in January. I'm pretty confident about that. Specifically when I don't know. That said, I have a gangster update, which is, I'm going to tell them.
Shoot.
We're recording the Gangster audiobook right now. We do it early morning, late night, middle of the day. Iceberg is working hard all day long. And the three of us are halfway through with the raw audio.
Yep.
Which is awesome. It's a manuscript is 632 pages. That won't be how long the book is. Manuscript is bigger, of course. It's probably going to be around 400. It's probably going to be about the size of the Champion. But we're halfway through the manuscript. Scott and Steve and I are working pretty close together. I say that, I include myself, but it's really Scott and Steve are working. Yeah, I'm working on the recording, but they are talking about every single one that we record. So we're really excited about that. That's in good shape. We expect to finish recording the raw audio next week. I will tell you guys, in case you don't know, raw audio is wildly different than finished.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. The GFL books are an enormous amount of work.
I know.
Every race has its own audio filter, even race genders, like female scleral, male scleral. All of these are different. Steve has to edit the file, then merge the file, then clip these things, drop them down into the right tracks. And then he's got
and today
editing a GFL book is a huge amount of work.
One of the things we've recorded today, I listened to Scott talk to Steve in the audio and say, "Cool, you're going to have to create a new thing here. We've never heard this particular thing before. Do the best, do what you're going to do. What you do,
wing it,
and,
son. Wing it.
And I want it to look and sound a little bit like this. So it's really, really exciting that we'll probably. Well, we'll absolutely be done with the raw audio next week. The other thing about that is the sooner we get through with the manuscript, the sooner the ebook gets out. So if you have ordered a GFL 6 hardcover book, you also, of course, get the ebook for free. The second we have that ebook, which will be well before January, you're going to get the digital ebook for it. So at least you'll have it. And then as soon as I can get the physical book to you in this crazy pandemic, I promise I will.
And it is National Make Your Dogs Day Day.
Oh, these are their favorite.
So what we've got a former also-ran in the treat category. But this also-ran has come out of nowhere to lead the pack at Dogusta. And this is the turkey tendon treat. The turkey tendon treat.
This is the Dog of Døøm's favorite treat.
Okay, you know what? It's time for Dog Out of Water Part 3. Dog Out of Water Part 1 and 2, both Oscar nominated. Down? Good girl. Oh, I'm just a very long cousin of the other 2 girls who got real high and real drunk.
I'm just a small town turkey tendon.
I'm a small town turkey tendon, and now I'm just, you know what? Screw that curse, the Amityville curse. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go swimming. I'm going to get high right now and do a bunch of pills, and I'm going to, no, God, no! Okay, I've hit the punchline 3 times. I'm now done. I'm done. But that's okay, because we've got some great comedy for you right now. But first, since it is Make a Dog's Day, you know what, we got to talk about? Ooh, hold on. I got to go here. forgot to tell you guys real quick. We are on episode 38, coming up to episode 38 of the Nocturnal Throwback Podcast. It gets nuts. The end of the book is nuts. You should be subscribed. Go to scottsigler.com. Wait, hold on. Boom. Go to scottsigler.com/subscribe. Sign up. Make sure you are getting the episodes every stinking week. It's free. Don't even cost nothing. And now it's time to we go back to Maine because I'm crafty. I get around. I'm crafty. And then, boom. There we go. AK. It's time for our sponsor. Down, sweet. Come on, sweet girl. Sit down.
So our sponsor this week is Best Friends Animal Sanctuary. They're in Utah. They are managing, it's a lovely thing they do. They take care of animals that can never be adopted again. They are also, during the pandemic, managing kill shelters, sending dogs that are scheduled to be euthanized to no-kill shelters and then getting them eventually to Utah. They're doing a ton of work in 2019 managing people because lots and lots of people have adopted pets because they're home all the time, that kind of thing. I have a great good friend who is doing that today. So I will just send out love. I'm not going to talk about it because it's not my story to tell, but you know I love you. You know I love your new pup, and I can't wait to show her off on the cast.
We're gonna get that. Well, I've seen pictures of this pup. This pup is so cute. Here's a bunch of pups that are looking for homes right here. Milo, Raquel, Safira, Guy. Look at Guy. Oh, come on.
Mugen is my people.
Come on, look at Guy.
Yeah.
Jiminy Christmas. Wait, we'll go back real quick. Which one was your people?
Mugen is my people. I want Mugen so bad.
Mugen's like, oh, yeah, I heard you might have a treat. My name is Mugen, and I'm great.
Today is Make Your Dog's Day. I'm a dog.
I might look crazy, and I might be a little bit crazy, but also maybe you have a treat, and I won't be quite as crazy. All right. That is our sponsor. Oh, let's go back to the main camera. Now comes the good part of the show. Now that you've been entertained with Dog Out of Water 1, 2, and 3. Let's be honest, 3 was not as good of a movie.
I mean,
it starred Michael Kane. It wasn't that great.
I feel like any Make Your Dog's Day is a good day.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've been waiting for this all friggin' day. So we have a lot of slides and information to show you. So now that we're done with the Gizmote, the moat full of sports movies, now we are going to get back into headline of the week. The headline of the week, breakdown. I need to. Oh wait. Nelson, plug your ears. It's the headline of the week, breakdown. God, I wish I'd been on MTV with Kennedy back in the day. That'd be great. Anybody remembers Kennedy? Give me a shout out in the chat comments. Here we go. Here it is. All right. It is time for a headline of the week. We finally know what a dinosaur's butthole looks like.
I mean, wait, what?
This has been on
How do we?
This is science, goddammit! This is goddamn science. It's science. This is science communication. This is written by Riley Black. Riley Black is a science communicator that I've been following for years on the Twitter because, let's see if I got that here. Hold on, I'm working on it. There we go. Riley Black posts a lot of stuff about the Dinosauria. And I, being a Dinosauria aficionado, that was a lot of syllables. I must go with Dinosauria. You guys should just absolutely be following. It's at LAELAPS. You can't see that here. But as you can see, there's an enormous amount of dinosaur content. There's a cat. There's all kinds of stuff. So let's go back. Let's talk buttholes. It's something I've been waiting to say for a long, long time on the show. Let's talk about buttholes, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm going to tell you this, and then I have something very important to share.
You know that my dog is only 4. She's a little young for
I think she can.
buttholes.
Do you mind? You had a 3-picture deal, and now you got to pop up in this? God, you're addicted to the paparazzi. You're addicted.
And by the way, your dog is licking my hand behind your back.
I will scroll through this.
Oh, my.
Riley wrote the actual this is not Riley's voice, but it is now. The actual description of the butthole, which appears in a paper that has not yet been peer-reviewed, makes me have sympathy for a dinosaur that probably didn't expect to have its posterior formally presented in the technical literature over 100 million years after its death. On the fossil just below the tail, the butthole appears as a, quote, blackish mottled ovoid area, end quote. The paleontologists write, the image on page 4 of the PDF is found on this link. To the naked eye, the spot looks like a series of dark stacked bands running between the base of the tail and the hip and bones, clearly different from the skin around it. I don't know why. Good. The advertisements aren't showing up, but there's a lot of buttholes going on in this. A lot of buttholes.
I can't avoid it.
Wait,
Laura, where's Laura?
It gets better. Good, baby.
Laura Downschneider calls this crack science.
Crack. Oh, we need some experience points money to throw at the screen, like we're dropping bills. Wait. So now it gets better. So Riley Black. Let's talk about Riley Black a little bit more. This is the actual article that Riley is quoting. A crocodilian-style cloaca in a non-avian dinosaur. I don't know if you guys can read that or not. There's a scientific paper on the butthole. And then we've got to take a quick look at Riley's site. This is Riley's a science communicator. Lots of cool stuff.
I love science that rocks. How fun.
Books, here's Riley right
Riley,
here.
yeah.
So follow Riley. Awesome. And then this is one of Riley's books right here, My Beloved Brontosaurus, written under Riley's former name, Brian Switek. But you can find this on Amazon. You can find out all kinds of information about buttholes on here too. Hey, here's the deal. So we post this to Facebook. Facebook.com/Scott Sigler. You're familiar with it. Millions of people on it. The best people are on it. And I post this very interesting, important scientific article about anuses. And do you know what everybody's main comment was? Do you know what the most commented comment was?
I mean, I sort of stay away from Facebook for exactly this reason, so I'm not sure.
You guys. Here's the comment I would have liked to see. Well, I find this to be a wonderful development in the world of science, because science is very important and we must communicate science correctly. No, the most common thing was, hey, there's no pictures of the dinosaur butthole.
Oh my goodness. No, there are no pictures of dinosaur buttholes. What? Of course there are not.
And I would like to have seen a fossilized butthole. I'm not going to lie. I will give you this, junkies. I may have thought the same thing. And now I will give you this, part 2, which brings us to a mini segment in the world of SIGLERinPLACE called Thank Jeebus for Reddit, because Reddit is going to save us from ourselves. You people say
I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for so many buttholes.
I gotta find. Wait.
Definitely not ready
Here
for
we go.
buttholes.
You people, and by you people I mean you people who say I didn't see pictures of dinosaur buttholes. I give you Reddit, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna discuss the artistic merits of a few Reddit pictures. Number 1, this dinosaur has a butthole.
That's not a real dinosaur. That's a concrete dinosaur at a gas station, probably.
The best comment right off the bat from Waterhorn, that's hot.
It's not even a butthole.
And then someone points out, that's not a butthole, that's a cloaca.
I just did that.
This is my new look. I'll show you guys.
This is apparently your new look for your wife, because I literally was just like, it's not even a Wait, hang on, let me try.
Okay.
It's not even a butthole, it's a cloaca.
It's not even a butthole. That's a cloaca. I know a lot about science.
But it is not a butthole.
Well, apparently, according to the paper, it is very much a butthole. Professor Riley Black. Oh, my goodness. Wait, let's switch. Ladies and gentlemen, thank God for Reddit. Here we go. As we try to figure out how we're going to fill up the time.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, this is actually...
Sakes alive.
This is a tweet from @BassDaddyYeeVan, which apparently... I don't know that any bot would go out.
It's Bass Daddy Ethan. What are you doing?
Oh, okay. And as you can see, probably the most popular tweet Bass Daddy Ethan has ever posted. 658 retweets of a dinosaur butthole. That tells you that we are on the right path when it comes to giving you guys all of the content.
I hope his name is Bass Daddy Ethan.
Well, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Because
and every other one
I'm
is about.
obviously so excited about this. About this butthole and this butthole that now we have to talk about. Ready for the next butthole?
Don't.
Guys in the audience, ladies and gentlemen in the audience.
Don't.
Is it time for Robin Taylor asks a very important question. Does the Iran dinosaur, does Denny the dinosaur in Iran, Texas, does it have a butthole?
To the best of my knowledge, and girls help me out because you both saw her too, I don't think he does. But I have no idea, and I'm never going back to
Stuff.
Well,
we are science communicators.
Jen and Shannon, you were in Iran last year. Did you happen to notice if the dinosaur has a butthole?
Okay. Shannon says, isn't that a squirrel vag? No, Shannon. That is a Bronto butthole. Let's take a look at the next installment in Thank Jeebus for Reddit. Here's a dinosaur butthole crapping out candy.
Okay, I'm not sure why we're doing. You guys, I need to let you know that I write the script.
What is the candy?
And I deliver it.
I don't know what the candy is, but gosh darn it, that is a giant orange and black Kraken's dinosaur crapping out delicious candy from its cloaca butthole.
Shannon says that Denny the dinosaur in Iran, Texas absolutely has a butthole because she touched
It's
it.
good. Poor Sean Dyer says, what happened there? Lost video for a moment.
Oh,
well, Sean,
wow.
we are talking about dinosaur buttholes in the interest of communicating science to all the kids in the world. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking to yourself, FDO, this is very funny. This is some high-level comedy and also science communication. FDO, this could not possibly get funnier. Danny Lundy, 10 experience points. That is, yes.
And
we're going
Dan
back.
Baker, too. My goodness.
No,
An
what
ass
did-
load
what
of candy. I'm supposed to be feeling uncomfortable about this, you guys.
Wait.
Woo!
I'm afraid
Woo!
it gets even better.
I'm not sure I can
Let's take a look at the next
Oh,
butthole.
come on.
Mini golf course in Ocean City, Maryland, painted the buttholes on the dinosaurs. So as you can see, they actually went through, here, I'll circle it for you. I'll roll around the rim of the butthole here.
I feel like it's fine. You don't need to do any of that.
Oh, wait. You're asking yourself, what could be better than seeing a painted stegosaurus butthole on a mini golf course? A question I've asked myself since I was a junior in high school. The answer is Chef Boyardee dinosaur buttholes.
That is made up. There is no chance that's not made up. That is absolute. I hope that's made. Oh my goodness, Tracy Shanks had a hole in one. I'm so uncomfortable, friends.
Shannon Chevrolet says, "Ooh, it's winking at me." Now I set up the chat window. Oh, I lost the chat window. Oh well, we'll get back to it. We'll fix that for next week. So a couple more, and then I will take all of your questions about dinosaur buttholes. Because next to Riley Black, I am the world's second most expert on dinosaur buttholes. Did you not know this? You should have asked these questions before you married me. You should have said, I love you. You're great.
Who asks, hey, what do you know about dinosaur buttholes as part of your marriage conversation?
Smart people ask that question.
You didn't ask me.
But because I know you don't know anything about dinosaur
How?
buttholes. Because those who know
I
dinosaur
know
buttholes,
dinosaurs probably don't have buttholes.
you know what? You're wrong. Science has proven you. How can there be no comments on this? Look at Chef Boyardee dinosaur buttholes. No comments. It's an abomination. Here's Saloni on Twitter. Yeah, there you go. That's a big old. Looking through my photos from yesterday and wondering why they paid so much attention to detail on this dinosaur sculpture that they've even carved its butthole in parentheses cloaca ? That's a good. I think that's a good name for my next album, for my next music album.
No, there's no
Cloaca ? Should it be in parentheses though?
I don't even think Steel Panther could get away with
Okay, you
that.
guys. When I name my next album Cloaca, should it be in parentheses or should it not be in parentheses? Also, capital C, lowercase c. I would like your thoughts on this. It's very important.
Totally
in the world
how
of
I
music.
live my entire life
very
now
important.
in lockdown.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
He knows what's coming. I do not. And here's the thing. By him laughing, I know this is not going to be a thing I ever needed to see, ever. It's just not going to be great.
I have two more things.
Oh, Lord.
Two more things. I'm getting sweaty.
Maybe we could stop. Apparently we can't stop, but we should stop, right?
You know, once upon a time, AK, there was a site called dig.com. A gentleman named Kevin Rose, a couple other people.
yes.
At one point, Kevin Rose was like $1 billion before dig.com crashed, and it was worth like 12 cents. But I've talked to him and the other gentleman from dig.com way back in the day. Very nice guys. Very nice guys. But
Are they
dig.com.
dinosaurs?
No, they are not.
Do they
But
have buttholes?
They do.
Okay.
Dig.com made a comeback. I don't know if you guys heard this. They tried to fire it up again and make some money off it. I don't think it worked out. But what really matters is this supercut posted on dig.com, which is Jurassic Park, but it's all butts. So we're just going to play this.
No sound, though, right?
No sound. So this Jurassic Park.
We all got it.
Oh, I didn't get it till just then.
No, we all got it.
So this is a supercut of the entire movie on dig.com, except only scenes that show butts.
Okay, this I can get behind.
Now, I would like you to know.
PG-13, so there's not going to be a lot of butts.
A lot of butts. No, they're not. There's no
buttholes.
actual buttholes. There we go. Got some butts in amber. Look at that butthole. Hey, man.
Cute.
Nice butthole. Hey, buddy. Hey, there's a bull butthole. What about? There's a.
Oh, they do go right into this dinosaur butthole.
Buttholes. Somebody took the time to literally make a supercut of Jurassic Park that is cut down to only scenes that have butts in it. Now, every vacation photo I've ever taken about a statue always has the statue's butt. Yes.
We every year we go to Comic-Con. That's all you do.
All I do is I take.
It's all he
I
does,
shoot a lot
you
of
guys.
statue butts, cosplay butts, you name the butts. There's a Tyrannosaurus
How
Rex
did
butt.
I not remember that?
I don't know. But
How
there's
did
butts.
I not know
More
this?
butts by Trav Fryer. Now, I know what you're thinking now. There's literally no way, Scott. There's no way that you can top Cloaca or you can top Dinosaur Butthole Supercut of Jurassic Park, the greatest dinosaur movie ever made.
However. Oh, jeez.
I would like to
Should
point
I
out,
cover my eyes?
there is an author that I hold in extremely high esteem. Extremely high esteem. A brilliant marketer. I'm afraid I don't know how good of a writer this author is because I haven't consumed any of the writers. Well, I'm a marketing guy, right?
Extremely high esteem.
I'm a marketing guy.
Definitely doing
So
this until I know more.
I admire this author's marketing strategy infinitely. I will also point out that this author has probably made 10, 20, 30, 40 times the money I've made because he's sold 10, 20, 30, 40 times as many books. And this author didn't know this author was going to pop up until I did the Google image search for dinosaur butts. Ladies and gentlemen,
I can't.
allow me to share with you
Oh, jeez.
a novel by Mr. Chuck Tingle.
Oh.
Chuck Tingle, My Billionaire Triceratops Craves Gay Ass. Wait, I'm sorry. Here it is. Sorry about that. There we go. My Billionaire Triceratops Craves Gay Ass. Let's zoom in on this picture. There we go. There we go. Mr. Chuck Tingle. Now, this is one of Chuck's lower rated books. This only has 17 ratings, an average of what do we got here? 3.6 out of 5. Maybe the fans were already tired of the Tyrannosaurus Rex butthole story and then the Stegosaurus butthole story. You know, you can only go so deep into a series about buttholes.
Darren, I am with you.
I do.
I should have known the tingle was coming.
We're just going to have to read a couple of reviews. It's not funny that even ironically, and that's all that it was meant to. Oh, here we go. From Stephanie, I Heart British TV. Wonderful. 2 dinosaur claws up. I thought this was going to be just like every other book of gay dinosaur erotica, but I was so wrong. If you ever read 50 Shades of Grey thinking, if only the mysterious billionaire was a homosexual dinosaur, this is the book for you. You'll bite your nails as you wonder whether the two characters will get together. You'll cry as they talk about past pains, and you'll shiver with delight as author Chuck Tingle turns up the heat. Now that Kindle allows you to give books as gifts, this becomes a perfect gift for your favorite new graduate, your best friend's birthday, or a pair of newlyweds Who could use some steamy reading in their honeymoon suite? It even makes a great retirement gift, saying, yes, you're old now, but dinosaurs are ancient, and they're still getting it on. Let's just go ahead and mark that helpful. There we go. That was a very helpful review of Chuck Tingle's wonderful book. I'm sure it's wonderful. I'm probably not going to read it. I'm not going to lie. My billionaire Triceratops craves gay ass.
Nelson is all. I do like the top hat.
I didn't catch the top hat.
How could you not see the top hat?
Apparently, I was distracted by the gentleman who does nothing but sit-ups all day long, and I didn't see the Triceratops has a top hat. Let's just zoom in on this Triceratops top hat.
Oh, here we go. Okay,
here we go.
All right,
here we go. My billionaire Triceratops craves.
He is a
ass.
billionaire. He also has a monocle.
You know when you are a billionaire.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, my God. Good eye, everybody. Good eye. I can't zoom in anymore. The Triceratops has a monocle and a top hat. I will say, though, this is some fairly poor Photoshop work. Chuck, I'm very disappointed that you couldn't Photoshop an actual monocle. This is like drawn in Google Paint. But you know what? Still sold a bunch of books. Let's go back to Maine. Let's go back to
Have I mentioned it's Make Your Dog's Day, and I see that raw chicken tweet. I'm gonna do that one.
Here you go, baby.
Here we go.
Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's 6:48.
Dum dum. Dum.
If you have any serious questions, serious scientific questions about dinosaur buttholes, I will now take your questions from the audience. So, Shannon Chavaria says she thought top meant something else. Shannon, you're just a filthy human being.
Tracy Shank said, I must ask you a question. If you can hear that little noise outside, sorry about that. That is, it's trash day here in the underground.
We've also found out that we are literally in the flight path of a military base, which we didn't realize before until we started recording in the multi-million-dollar recording studio that is disguised to look like a garage. And now we are dealing
poor
with that
Steve Rickenberg. Sometimes we're like,
day.
we're recording. We're done until tonight. We're recording. Nope, we're still done.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, Shannon, we are all dirty dogs. Let's see. Boz says, a sphincter says what? And Sean says, key buttholes are cloaca-ish. Right. Key actually have a gizzard. Okay, so they grind most of the food down inside of their trunk. So I think you could say the key probably have a cloaca. It's in the cloaca family.
I mean, I think
you know what it is? Know what it is?
It's either that they do or they don't have a cloaca.
You know what it is?
I do not.
Cloaca adjacent.
I'm not sure that's a real thing.
It is now. Okay, go back to the chat window. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take your questions for the next 10 minutes. Do we have anything else? Maybe I think that's it, right?
We have tons of questions that people have already.
Oh, my God. We forgot. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for... We totally missed a wonderful segment called Pup Date. But today's Pup Date has not just our pups, but the pups of Junkies.
We did. Yeah, so many.
Are you ready?
I am. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, this is so fun. I'm so excited. So
it's
this
time
first
for...
one... This is Abby.
Oh,
Abby
come on,
is
Abby.
so cute. Come on, look at her face. She's so happy. She is a beagle and retriever mix. She's 7.5 years old, and she belongs to Dawn Lashinsky and Matt McRoberts, who are in the chat room tonight. She's so cute. Look at that.
What a peanut.
Hopefully she's had her day
Can you
made
guys,
today, too.
okay, from now on, when you send me pictures of your dog, I want a photoshopped top hat and monocle on all of the dogs. I think that's
Maybe
just.
send both. Maybe send the plain photo and then the other one.
That's fine. I would like to point out that Virginia says she has a SIGLERation today. She forgot to tell us. It's her 42nd anniversary, and she hasn't killed him yet. Congratulations.
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 That's wonderful. Also, I will tell you, we're going to show a couple more pup pics. We're going to do another 4 because they're so fun. Yeah,
Ready?
Let's do another one.
No.
Oh, he's going to do that. So.
I'm breaking. God damn it. Hold on, guys. We're up to this. I am literally breaking. Okay, what is it?
Well, Scott figures that out, I will say. You guys keep sending in your drink photos, your food photos, your pup photos. You don't have to do it on the day of. You can do it whenever you want because we're going to do this. We're going to feature this. This is Rolly and Max. I'll talk about how we're going to feature pups for the rest of our lives in a minute. This is Rolly and Max. Rolly is the darker one in the back. He's 3. He's a Chihuahua Pomeranian pub pug mix. Max is the lighter one, and who's in the front, and he is a min pin Chihuahua
Come
mix,
on.
which
Look at these
my
buddies.
dog Squeaky is also a min pin Chihuahua mix. And these are Melissa Masucci's. She is also in the chat room tonight.
Hello, Melissa.
Yeah.
You dogs are killer. Let's see
So-
if this works. Ready? Go. You
Yeah,
ready?
let's-
Go
yeah,
next
I'm
one?
ready.
Doesn't
If
work.
it works.
All right.
Okay, so while you do that, I'll talk. So if you guys want to send in your photos of your dogs, your kids, your projects, the thing that you're making, I don't know what that is. That's not one of mine.
That's one of the ones you put up.
No, it isn't.
I assure you.
Oh, is that? Oh, it might be
I
Jackson.
assure
That
you
might
that
be
it is.
Jackson.
Here we go. There's the next pup right there.
Beth, is that Jackson? That might be Jackson. I'm not sure. I'm hoping that that's Jackson. Jackson is General Jackson Kane, and he belongs to Beth and Mark Copenhaver.
That's correct.
Or
That's the
she belongs to, I think it's with a General Jackson. That's probably here. And so does our next pup photo.
Hold on.
I know a lot of you sent pup photos in. Yes, that's it. This is Coda. Coda is special.
Oh, come on, Coda. So cute. Come on.
Coda also belongs to the Copenhavers. Coda is also special. Coda's not, I don't think is here with us anymore, but is the name generator for a GFL Tier 3 team, the Dakota Bears.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
absolutely. So any of these, anybody who you loved, anybody who you needed, anybody who you're glad, this is a super favorite of mine. This is the last one we're going to do. This is Kim Hansen, who I mentioned earlier today, is celebrating today. These are her 3 pups. These are
Okay,
River,
cutie
Enzel, and
patooties.
Walker.
Look at these
And
puppies.
they are walking in this particular photo on the Avenue of Giants in Humboldt County, California, which is a gorgeous walk. I have done it myself, and it
Oh.
is absolutely outstanding.
Is it the Avenue of Giants buttholes?
It's trees.
Oh, do trees have buttholes?
I based on today's cast, I hope not.
Okay.
But I don't think they do. But yeah, if you've ever done like the Cliffs of Moher, that kind of thing in Ireland, this particular Avenue of the Giants is a similarly wonderful thing. So I know a lot more of you sent photos in. We are going to feature them. We're going to do at least once a month. We're going to do this kind of cast where it's all about us. It's all about you guys, what you're sending in, what you want to celebrate. So if you have photos, they don't have to be relevant. They don't have to be real time. If you want to celebrate your lovely dog, your lovely wife, your lovely, keyboard, I don't care. If there's something precious to you that you want us to celebrate, starting now, we're probably going to do another bracket sometime soon. But in the meantime, once a month at least, we're going to feature this community kind of a cast where we're showing off photos and stuff like that.
Boz asks, serious question, can you do a pup memorial? His are all gone,
Absolutely.
but we're beyond beautiful. Yes.
Absolutely.
I
And
won't
we'd
even
love
make a
that.
dinosaur butthole joke about that. That's how yes it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not when it actually happens. But yes, like Coda, who you just saw, who was so beautiful. I don't think Coda's with us anymore. So absolutely. And lots of you, I know Mario, you sent photos in. Smorg, you sent photos in. But we're just going to do 5. We're going to save them so that we can appropriately kind of shine up the pups and shine up you guys and celebrate what was wonderful about them. So go ahead and send in your photos into info at Empty Set, that kind of thing. That would be great.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, guys, is I've seen there's a few questions, but you guys, the only questions you're asking are about dinosaur buttholes. You're a crass bunch. Just a crass bunch. Here's a question real quick. Have you ever tried the drink Apple Jacks? Jack Daniels and apple juice, surprisingly delicious. Robert Brisson asks, have you ever tried that?
No, but I will say that I sometimes Scott does really well to have hot toddies when he's not when he's got a head cold or something, and he prefers a little splash of apple juice in there, which is a little bit close to an Applejack. Plus, we also love the Applejack liquor too.
I'm going to tell you guys something that will change the way you look at trees forever, and I would like to point out this is not my fault. This is not my fault. I'm just a newscaster. I'm just a small town newscaster, and all I'm doing is reporting the news as it comes in. And you can blame this on a Green Bay Packers fan. I asked a question, do trees have buttholes? And Jen Lundy says, tree buttholes are called knots. So every time you see a knot in a tree, I want you to think, oh, wow, that's a tree butthole. So there you go. There you go. AK, I think we're going to have to, you're welcome, Beth. Okay. Kim, real quick, how fast can you do this, babe?
I can't do that fast, but I will do it.
Should you jot that? That's a good
Yep,
story.
I'm going to add that
Okay.
to our questions. So I will talk about that. It's kind of it makes a lot of sense in real time, but I don't have enough time for it.
So we're going to close out the show now because I'm going to go watch two old dudes yell at each other with in a world where we had to have mute buttons installed so the leader of the free world can actually finish an answer. Either way, doesn't matter. So what we're going to do now is we're going to close out the show. We're going to read our closing tagline, and then we're going to attempt to have the dogs do the dating game kiss.
Oh, that's not going to go well.
Say goodnight to you guys. We've had a great show. The pups have loved it. We did make a dog's day better than anyone else in the goddamn world. That's what we did. AK, are you ready to close out the show and say goodnight to
sure
these
am. I
incredibly
have just gone
beautiful
through
people?
this. But the reality is, I'll say it again. If you have any content ideas, if you have any sponsor ideas, I appreciate a lot of you have questions. Please email them to info@emptyset. We'll eventually get to them. I promise.
We will be back Tuesday, October 27th, which is National American Beer Day. We might even have 2 drinks, and one of them might be a Bud Light.
And until then, we want you to stay safe.
We want you to stay science.
And stay smart.
And for the love of sun. Oh, I screwed it up. We
You
rehearsed.
didn't have to say it.
We
You
literally
didn't have to
rehearsed it
say
before the show.
We did fine. We did fine. And for the love of science, please, you guys, please, 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 especially as winter comes, stay
informed. Here we go. Wait a minute. This is why I gave it a couple extra minutes, because Reese's like, I'm not part of your. Oh, we do that. I was going to try and do a paw, but let's do that. Ready?